It's getting dark much earlier, isn't it? Oh my. So, good evening. It is around 8 o'clock, I think, somewhere's in that range. I'm just getting home and had a lovely babysitting day with two of the grands and my friend Cindy, the other grandmother to one of my grandbabies, and it was just wonderful. So we did some swimming, and my grandson swam about 10 feet today, I think, somewhere's around there, and he was so proud of himself. He's really getting it every time he goes a little bit better, which is awesome and exciting. The little doggy paddle. Oh, I gotta show you this. See that truck that's going by? That truck has been going by my house for 30 plus years. Every day. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Not sure how long that was out for you. Lost the connection. Anyways, I won't be on long because I'm down near the end of my battery. Took a bunch of pictures, posted a couple things. We have a big tree going down, and that was quite fascinating. If anyone saw those photos. Huge, huge tree. And the guys were doing the climbing, not the bucket truck. And it was fun to watch. And very, very interesting, right? So tonight's talk is a request, actually. I won't talk long because, like I said, my battery's going to die. But it's about relationships. So a friend of mine said, "Can you talk about that?" And I said, "I sure can." I wish I had words of wisdom, and maybe I do, I don't know. But when it comes to relationships, that's really what life is all about, is relationship, right? With others, with intimates, with children, with other adults, with people you work with. What is really life all about except relationship and in relation to others? And I remember hearing a thing a long time ago about a lady going something like, that she liked people, and she said, well, some other lady was like, why? She says, well, they're my species. I'm like, yeah. Like, why wouldn't you like people? But I know there are people who don't like people. And I know people who say I'd rather be with my dog or be with my cat or whatever. But, to be in true relationship with others is a wonderful thing. And it is a beautiful thing in many, many cases. It makes life worth living, right? So, but the reason that the person asked me was because we were talking about somebody who was having a difficult relationship with a spouse and is leaving that person, or trying to get out of the relationship, I guess, and leaving the home that they were in. And one of the things I said was, sometimes people want that stuff to continue because they like the excitement of it, and it feeds them somehow. And not that it's healthy, I'm not saying that, but it definitely does play a role in why the person maybe stayed as long as they did, or is staying as long as they have, or stayed this long in something that was clearly an issue for many, many years. And so we were just talking a little bit about that, and I thought, you know what, that is important to know, because sometimes it's easy to be like addicted to that excitement of something happening in a relationship. As much as you don't like it, there's something about that maybe is attractive on some level. And so the question is why? I guess really the question is why. Maybe when you answer the why, then you can actually do something about the what is. So for me, there were times in my life where I had relationships that were with others, men that either it didn't work or didn't work out, or it became an unhealthy relationship, and I left. Um, I think that's what's important, is recognizing who you are in relation with that other person. But they also do say that many times the things that you don't like about somebody else are the characteristics or the shortcomings that you may have in yourself. And I think that's important to look at. So we're back to self-discovery in many ways. And we're also back to, knowing yourself well enough to know when something isn't working, and you can extricate yourself earlier rather than later, for your own sanity and for theirs. It's not fair to someone else if you're constantly asking them to change to make you happy. So that's another piece of that. There is no such thing as you make me happy. You can enhance my life and you can be a plus in my life, but there isn't such a thing as someone else making your life happy, although it can be a side effect of being in a relationship with someone who you are very compatible with in many ways, or is the right person for you at that time. And, there's that little saying of there's Mr. Right and there's Mr. Right now. I guess that goes with the Mrs. too. Mrs. Right and Mrs. Right now. And from each person you learn, and you learn a little bit more about yourself, and you learn a little bit more about relations to others, and not just necessarily those kind of relationships where it's an intimate relationship, but really in relation to others in general. And you know what? There are no perfect people. There's plenty of people that mess up all their relationships on every level, all the time, ongoing, and they never seem to get it together. And then there's others that just seem to kind of flow through life, and everybody's their friend, and not that they're a patsy or anything like that, but that they're being true and they're being real, and they're enjoying their life and being who they really are, which I think is the ultimate goal, is to be true to yourself, be truly who you are, and you'll attract the people that are supposed to be in your life at that time, and hopefully not have people in your life that are going to cause a lot of chaos or upheaval or pain and agony. And I think that's part of what it is to learn to live, and to learn to live on this planet in this time. So, a little bit about relationships. I can talk more another time about it, but I know I'll run out of battery if I don't shut up soon. So, I hope you guys have a nice evening and have a good night, Friday night. And just remember, the sun is always shining. I don't see any sun right now. It certainly has gone down quickly tonight, but it will come around again in the morning, and it's still shining somewhere else, so we know that. And I love you guys, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.